This song is the musical version of a story about my great-grandmother. Her name was Mary Lou Pearce, and her maiden name was Mary Lou Hudson. That's right, isn't it, Mom? Mary Lou Hudson, yeah. And the names in this story are bonkers. They're bonkers, but they're amazing. She had a beau at one point whose name was Singleton Swan, and he had recently broken it off with a young woman named Shumpert Davenport, right? Shumpert Davenport. And Singleton and Shumpert ended up getting married. So after that, her name became Shumpert Swan. And the punchline of all of this is that if my great-grandmother and Mr. Swan had stayed together and gotten married, then my grandmother's maiden name would have been Mary Swan. And so when my grandfather Jesse Thomas Peacock Jr. came along, it would have been the Swan Peacock wedding. And when I played this song at my uncle's house a couple of weeks ago, I said, "You can't tell me that I'm the first person in the family to think of that." And he said, "I think you might be." So we narrowly avoided having the Swan Peacock wedding in my family. That's not in the song, so that's a bonus for all of you. But I'm gonna get a drink of tea, and now that you know where this is coming from, this is Mary Lou and the Missing Letter. Mary Lou, won't you let me come a-calling? Mary Lou, won't you say you'll walk with me? There is no more lovely lady in the whole of Caddo Parish. You and I, side by side, would be sweet as any dream. Mary Lou, won't you let me come a-calling? Mary Lou, won't you say you'll walk with me? There is no more lovely lady in the whole of Caddo Parish. You and I, side by side, would be sweet as any dream. Never was a horse that wouldn't mind Miss Mary Lou. She grew up in Louisiana as a beauty of renown. When the yearly dance was coming, it was commonly assumed she'd be stepping out beside her beau, one Singleton Swan. Mary Lou, won't you let me come a-calling? Mary Lou, won't you say you'll walk with me? There is no more lovely lady in the whole of Caddo Parish. You and I, side by side, would be sweet as any dream. But no word arrived from Singleton, no hint and no behest. So she took her brother Gordon at his gentle fond request. Arriving, they found Singleton had cast her love aside for another lass named Shumpert, whom he'd marry by and by. Mary Lou, how I hope you can forgive me. Mary Lou, you must think me quite a false and foolish man. There is no more lovely lady in the whole of Caddo Parish. Can it be my letter never made it to your hand? Letter, you say? What letter would that be? Said Singleton, "Oh, Mary Lou, I swear I penned a letter to confess my heart was yearning for a love that came before. I must marry my Miss Davenport and start our life together. And my letter meant to warn you ere we reach tonight's dance floor." Mary Lou moved on without a trace of that lost letter. There was not a single scrap of proof till all of them were grown. Postmaster Mary Lou, behind the safe where it had fallen, found an envelope years later, and the name upon it was her own. Mary Lou, how I hope you can forgive me. Mary Lou, you must think me quite a false and foolish man. There is no more lovely lady in the whole of Caddo Parish. Can it be that letter finally made it to your hand? Mary Lou, once you let me come a-calling. Mary Lou, once you said you'd walk with me. There is no more lovely lady in the whole of Caddo Parish. You and I, side by side, was as sweet as any dream. Every word is true. And it was a 16-ton safe. My uncle wanted to make sure that I mentioned that.